Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn practice set 32 of the chapter 8 algebraic expressions and operations on them. So before we study this exercise, let us first understand what are algebraic expressions. So algebraic expressions are somewhat of these kind of expressions where you have mixture of numbers, variables, and there are various operations which are performed on them. Like for example, if you can see on your screen, we have 5x squared plus 2y plus 9xy plus 4. This entire thing is an expression. How do I call it as expression and why? See, it has got these numbers, it has got some alphabets, and there are certain operations which are performed on them. When we go further in detail, we'll understand what do they mean. Like for example, if this is an algebraic expression, then this number 4 is along with the variable, right? So this 4 and x together is called as term 4x. This 4x is one term. This is a constant. 7 and 5 are not with any of the alphabet. If you see, they are only the numbers here, so they are called as constant, and 4x is called as term. Now, in this 4x, this 4 is considered as coefficient and this x is considered as variable. Whatever operations we perform like addition or subtraction, all these are called as operators. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you that this 4x as a whole is called as term. It is called as term. This is one entire term. Okay, and that this number is called as coefficient and this alphabet is called as variable. There is something called as like terms and unlike terms. Now if you see on your screen, what do you mean by like terms? Terms that have the same power of the same variable are called the like terms, which means that if you have got two terms like this, okay, if you have got two terms or more than two terms, you have to look for the variable, means the alphabet. Okay, if the variable is same as well as its power is also same, then we call them as like terms. Like for example 3x and 2x, we don't have to look for the number here, we don't have to look for the coefficients, that can be anything, just concentrate on the variable. So when we look at this variable, we find that there is x here and there is x here, so we call 3x and 2x as like term. Similarly, if you see, you have 7x square, 6x square and x square. So whatever be the numbers, we are not bothered with it, we want the alphabet along with its power same. Okay, so you have x, x and x, also the power is 2, 2 and 2. So these are also called as the like terms. There are a few more examples given here, 3y and 7y and 3y square and 2y square. What are unlike terms? Unlike terms are the terms that do not contain the same power of the same variable. मतलब एक तो power same नहीं होगा या तो फिर you don't have the same variable. Like for example, here you have variable as x and here you have variable as y, so they are not like terms. Similarly here you have x and x, no problem, but the powers here it is only 3x, x raised to 1, and here it is x raised to 2, so they are called as the unlike terms. Okay, so all these things we are going to use when you are going to study a few more exercises. Algebraic expressions are of these types. The first one is called as monomials, then the binomials, trinomials and polynomials. Mono means one, so the expressions which are having only one term in it are called as monomials. Bi means two, so the terms, the expression which has two terms in it, one monomial. If it is having two, then binomial. If they are having three terms, then it is trinomial, and more than three, then if there is more than three terms in any expression, they are called as polynomials. Okay, so we are going to study them in detail. Like for example, see here 3x square. So this 3x square is only one term. Okay, so that is why it is called as monomial. If you see binomial, there are two terms, 2x and 7, so two terms, so binomial. And here you have three terms, 5x, 2y and 4z, so it is called as trinomial. Okay, so now let us proceed further and then we'll try to solve the actual exercise. So classify the following expressions as monomial, binomial, trinomials or polynomials. So the first one, 7x. So as we can see, there is only one term in it. It is called as monomial. So it is a monomial. 5y minus 7z. So how many terms does it have? If you see here, you have this is one term and this is second term, right? So we have two terms here, so it is called as the binomial. Similarly, we have the third question which says 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11. So if you see here, how many terms are there? This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So there are total 3 terms. So it is called as trinomial. Now next one, 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 terms. So it is called as polynomial. Okay, so they are called as polynomial. Then lastly, you have 5m minus 3. So we have only 2 terms in it. So it is called as binomial. A, since it is only one term, we call this as monomial. 4 is also a monomial. And finally, you have 3 terms which is called as trinomial. So this is your exercise 32. I hope it is very clear to all of you. Thank you.